Hello. I want to, provide us with something in this post that I believe we all are very, very deserving of, and that is words of encouragement. You know, uh, I suspect that most of you all who are viewing this post are African American, most. And I say that based on the fact that majority, if not all, my Facebook friends are African American, and I suspect that their Facebook friends are also African American. And I just want to, provide us with something that I believe we are most deserving of, and that is words of encouragement and reminder of the fact that we are some absolutely amazing people. Hands down, we are just absolutely amazing. Considering, the traumatic experiences we have been subjected to over the ages. And, despite of those traumatic experiences that we've, been subjected to collectively as a people, we've still managed to forge ahead. We have still been able to make amazing progress, even to this day. Despite the fact that most of us, with regards to most of us, the trauma has been untreated, but nevertheless is not, the untreated trauma has not prevented us from, possessing a great deal of hope, great sense of belief in the fact that, we're capable of forging ahead. We're capable of making progress. Even in the midst of all the challenges that we are confronted with, even those challenges that have been specifically designed to target us and to hinder us. Even in the face of all of that, and despite of all that, we are still able to rise each morning with their fiery determination to move forward and strive to carve out, the best quality of life that we possibly can. We have, thank God for those of us who are aware of it. We have amazing, rich history that confirms the fact of, how amazing we are, and that, reveal our, potential to reach very, very impressive heights of living on all levels. Our history exposes our keen intellectual potential. Just for lack of a better word, just exposes how our history, our track record, even to this day, is a testimony of how amazing we are. Just unstoppable. But I want to share a very, very deep sense of hope that I have, and that is that we begin to consider, and be mindful of the manner in which we relate to and communicate, with one another, because the way we, communication and human relations is like the soil. It's like soil, and out of which springs forth the quality of our life, whether good or bad. Is determined by the quality of the soil. I just hope, man, that and even pray that we begin to improve, in the areas of how we communicate with one another and how we relate to one another, and hopefully, not prayerfully, that we will somehow revisit that level of respect and care and concern that we had for one another in a time in history that allowed us to reach our highest potential, as a people, as a civilization. This particular post is basically to cheer us on. I mean, there's a lot of things that we are confronted with when we go on the social media platform that are not pleasant, that are not spiritually edifying, so to speak. I don't want to highlight any negativity or share any gripes or grievances or anything like that. I just basically want to encourage us to to strive for our higher self. Man, it just would be wonderful to see the level at which we communicate and relate to one another improve immensely. I mean, I can imagine that the quality of our lives, how it would improve if we could improve on those levels. This is what one of my deepest hopes and prayers is that we improve on the levels of how we communicate and relate to one another. I just pray, man, that we could revisit that mindset that we once had when we, shared a mutual respect for one another, men and women, mutual respect for one another, where our women, were able to sit on the throne and rule with as much intelligence and, governorship as the man. When it wasn't too much disparity in between, between how we were, how we regarded one another. We highly regarded our female counterpart. We highly regarded her. And it's because of the good quality of the relations we had between one another enabled us to, achieve one of the highest forms of civilization ever known to humanity. And it had a lot to do with how we related and communicated with one another, the level of mutual respect and regard for one another. Now, to some, this may be considered a very, very, very corny post, and that's cool. I'm open to that, and I even suspect that, and from some maybe. But nevertheless, I'm courageously going on with this post because I know about our higher potential. I've, thank God, been privy to information that exposes what we are capable of when we are at our absolute best. With our relations towards one another, men and women, black men and women, when we are operating on a very high vibration, when we were in tune with one another's, greatness. We knew without a shadow of doubt the value of a woman, our women. We knew, to the fifth power, what she brings to the existence, the human experience. We knew what she brought. She knew what we brought, and that, granted us a high level of mutual respect, concern, and care for one another. It's just amazing what we were able to accomplish as a people. Also in terms of the high level of civilization we were able to establish. and maintained for thousands of years, man. And we are still the same people. We're still of that seed. All of that is still is within us. I just, imagine sometime how amazing that experience, may have been. You know, walking around and you see, as opposed to a bunch of disgruntled and angry and disappointed black women who, for a lot of reasons, have every reason to be, by way of a lot of the this crap this goes on, man. And with men saying, the disappointment because of, a lot of the crap we've been exposed to and how all of that crap has polluted us, has polluted our spirit, polluted our minds, caused us to, view each other and relate to each other in a way that is not conducive to our ability to reach, our highest potential. So, I'm just here to cheer us on, man, on this particular post. We are definitely deserving of encouragement and cheering on because we can do it. We're capable, man, of some amazing stuff, which we have already exposed to the world, just how amazing we are, considering all that we have survived and withstood, and we still, able to shine. And whatever we managed to, whatever arena we managed to get into, we pretty much, and this is not a braggadocious sense, but our greatness tends to shine. We dominated. Not in a negative way, but just because of who we are, how we were designed. I just want us to, encourage all of us to, if it's just for 60 seconds out of a day, reflect on and be mindful of the manner in which you communicate with and relate to, your fellow human, especially, men to women and women to men, because we are just cheating ourselves and missing out on some, some love, man, some caring, at some heights, man, we haven't even begun to imagine that can occur, man, if we get to a point where we start having mutual respect and mutual love for one another. And not to mention the great legacy we'll be leaving to our offspring, who will come up and hopefully sustain that, high standard of living. Not so much of a high standard because of any, the quality of any material possessions, but, our minds and our spirit. That's a real deep concern of mine, because I know what we're capable of. Thank God I've been exposed to, the information of, our potential. And I long for that. I desire, that we can somehow, to some degree, revisit that mindset and that spirit that we once possessed. Well, there still resides in us, but it's just been, piled up with so much pollution and crap, man, that stands in the way of us reaching our highest potential. So that's basically what I wanted to do, is come on here and, offer us some words of encouragement and to remind us just how amazing we are. Thank you.